Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Clear the Ice. I'm your host, Mike Laro. Same, what they say, I had a saying I was going to come on here. It was going to be really, really good, too, but it slipped my mind. Anyway, what seems to be, when the Flyers and Carolina Hurricanes get together. 3 games so far this year, 3 overtime games. So at least the Flyers have a point streak going against those Carolina Hurricanes, but they got to win one as they fall tonight 3-2 in the shootout, losing the back-to-back in shootouts against this team. So, oh man, we're gonna go and dive into it a little bit. Want to thank Al and Maddie both for covering for me earlier today. It was a long day. So needless to say. Getting home, going to go through this with you guys, and then yours truly will be hitting the bed. So, it's been a long day. I did not see not 1 ounce of the Eagles game earlier today, so it'd be kind of cool. We can't wait to watch that when I have my bearings. But this Flyers game definitely did get a chance to see, and again, apologies for a little late. Usually, I'm right after the final whistle. But nature calls. So the boss was texting me yelling, "Are you going to do the show?" And I said, "Of course." Joe Hale checking in, my buddy Joe Hale. Yes, it was, Joe. But then again, what else should we expect against the Flyers and Carolina? They've gone to overtime every game so far this year. So with Carolina winning all of them. So maybe the next time they play them, the Flyers will get a little bit of luck. But with that being said, excuse me. Oh, man. Well, we will kick it off. William Carrier would get this game rolling in the first period, the 5:44 mark of the first period, as he would take a wrist shot that would beat Dan Vladar. Walker and Stahl with the assist, giving the Hurricanes a 1-0 lead. That wouldn't be too much longer though. With about 10 more minutes, an old nemesis. That's right, Taylor Hall on the power play from Neskekin and Blake at the 15:53 mark would put Carolina up 2-0 in this game. And to be honest with you, I was kind of like, because if you saw the output and the effort that the Flyers gave yesterday to do this in a back-to-back, yeah, I thought, here we go. This is going to be an onslaught. I'm looking at a 5-1 game, back-to-back. But, this is why they play. And so Taylor Hall would net this tip in. It would be he would get the tip from the shot from the point, putting it in at the 15:53 mark, giving Carolina 2-0 lead. But right before the end of the first period, Jamie Drysdale, that was a hell of a shot he had. It kind of funky. I didn't know who had I'm trying. When I was watching it, I couldn't tell if he got it in or if it deflected in. But that would cut their lead to 2-1 after one. And it would stay like that. It would stay like that all the way to the third period, late, and Trevor Zegras, what a resurrection so far this year from him. Scores his 13th from Konechny and Dvorak at the 18:08 mark, tying this game up at 2. And if he would have missed that wide open net, man, he would be getting killed. So it would stay like that. Go into overtime. There would be no goals scored in the overtime period. And then we would go to a shootout. And Andrei Shevchenkov would get the game-winning goal. Although I will say Dvorak had a hell of a deke in that shootout. If he could only raise the damn puck, he would have scored. So, and Mitchkov too. Mitchkov, I thought, had a really good deke as well. He again just wide left on that. So, Joe Hale saying Zegras had a great goal. He did. I mean, he really did. But that was a hell of a pass too. It was a hell of a pass on that goal from Konechny. So, and Dvorak, I'm watching that shootout, man. Dvorak had him. He had him. Ryan Swope checking in and says, "Hey, man." He said, "How was plowing? Long and exhausting. From 7 last night to 7 p.m. Saturday night to 5 p.m. Sunday night. Yeah, straight through." But hey, that's why we do what we do. I'm still looking at that like, your 3 stars of the game are the 3 goal scorers from the Carolina Hurricanes. Carrier was 3rd star, Taylor Hall was 2nd star, and Boosie, the goalie, was your 1st star of the game. So these are your 3 stars as we go through this. But Dvorak, man, Dvorak. I'm still going to be, because he had him. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to keep saying it too. So I'd say. So let me give you this. It was a light night in the NHL. Right now in the 3rd period, with about just under 8 minutes left to go, Minnesota with a 5-1 lead over the Boston Bruins. Canadians with a 1-0 lead. There's about just under 9 minutes to go in the 2nd period of that one. So you still got a little ways to go. Seattle Kraken and Buffalo Sabres, no score. It was the Canucks beating the New Jersey Devils 2-1 earlier today, and in overtime in Pittsburgh, it was the Mammoth beating the Penguins 5-4. So there is your scoreboard. What did he say? He said Rob Brindamore, my favorite all-time Flyer. His style of play, compete level, gym rat, workout warrior. With all his aggressive attacking man-to-man up-tempo style is my favorite too. No coincidence. I want that style here in the future. What Rob Brindamore did you watch? Listen, I'll give you the workout warrior. I'll give you the gym rat. Brindamore was an okay player. But we used to call him the human Zamboni. Like every time, go back and watch your Flyers highlights of Rob Brindamore when he was with the Flyers. Oh, God. That dude sucked up more ice than a Zamboni. Forget about a breakaway. Now, was he a good player for the Flyers? Yeah. And I think Matty touched on this last night when he said it was he kind of got stuck between 2 eras. He was getting... When they came, he was kind of their face for a little while. If I remember correctly, I think in '92, I think Rod was their representative in the All-Star game. So, I mean, I'm not going to hate on him, but we used to call him the Zamboni, the human Zamboni, because every time he got on a breakaway, he would fall. So, I would have liked to seen him stick around a little longer here. But I do think he's a hell of a coach. I do think he is uh, a hell of a coach. I do. Ryan, you can tell me no, he didn't. All you want, buddy. I watched the Flyers just like you did. My man was the human Zamboni. That's all I'm going to say. He was the human Zamboni. That dude sucked up more ice between the Spectrum and the Wells Fargo Center than the Zamboni. Go back and watch this. Go back and watch. Go back and watch. That dude, every time he was on a clear breakaway, he'd fall. That's all I'm going to say. That's my memories of Rod Brindamore with the Flyers. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't a good player. I'm not saying he wasn't a fan favorite. And he was probably, at the time Lindros came in, I think he helped nurture Lindros before he was dealt away. And but I look at it like this: if it wasn't for Brindamore, they would have never gotten Keith Primeau, and that I do know. And so he said, I always rooted for Roddy when it's not the Flyers. Oh, okay. Well, let's say if you like Rod Brindamore, I'm not going to knock you for liking Rod Brindamore, but yeah, buddy, you try to tell me what I saw when trust me. Watched a lot of Flyers games, went to a lot of Flyers games, and yeah, my buddy who is a diehard Flyers. We used to sit in his house. We'd watch games, and I'd be like, there's Brindamore again, the human Zamboni, and he would get so mad, so mad. Dave Edis, I love you, buddy. Frankie James, he goes, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen, we give you Big Daddy Mike. Awesome stuff, brother. Hey, Frankie, you can agree with me here if you would tell me Rod Brindamore was not the human Zamboni, that man did not fall every time he was in a clear breakaway. If he stood up on skates on a clear breakaway, yeah. My man was the human Zamboni. But I will say this. Rod did his style play. He was a tough player. Rod was a very, very tough player. See? I'm talking about Ryan's favorite here. That's why he's like, no, we didn't. But Brindamore had heart, and you see it. It translates to his team. His team's very good, very well coached. And I'll tell you what, this is something about the Flyers, too. It really does. If you guys think about something, in the long stretch, Matt was talking about this last night, after last night's game. This could have been a game. This was last year. Oh man, this was a 6-1 Hurricanes win. This was a 6-1 Hurricanes win if this was a year ago. This Flyers team now, you want to talk about it, you got to give Tocchet some credit. And I cannot wait until Pat gets back on the airways so I can tell him how wrong he was again about Rick Tocchet. I know Tocchet's like the best. Pat's little argument. I love him to death. He's a former Flyer. Well, he could be a former Penguin. He could be a former. Rick bounced around a lot over his career. Frankie James says, "Knock knock. Who's there?" Rod hitting the ice again. Oh man. But but getting back to this team. I think they're trending upwards. They really are. This is right different from Matty. Matty thinks there's still some pieces away, and they are. But I think this team can make the playoffs. I really do. I think they play these good teams really tough. Where a year ago, they weren't playing these teams tough. They were getting shellacked. And the way that our division is right now, you can go from first to last within a week. So, the Flyers got as good a chance as anybody in their division right now. Why can't the Flyers get Brindamore out of the former Flyers? They keep going after former because Brindamore's he keeps re-upping with Carolina. I'm pretty sure if Rod was if they were looking to you figure look how long Ryan Brindamore's been the coach down there. He's been the coach down there for a long time. So, good coaches, they stay. So, I know you want him to be that. At least I know, Now, if he comes to the Flyers and all their guys start falling to the ice on breakaways, I'm going to have a real problem with that. You know, guys, there was 5 games today. Tomorrow in your scheduling for the NHL, you will have. And I like this matchup: Battle of Florida tomorrow. Lightning hosting the Panthers. That game's in Tampa. Also, you got you got Gauthier and the Ducks heading into Madison Square Garden to take on the Rangers. You have the Senators heading out west to take on the Jets, Blues and Predators, and I think another good one. Probably one of the best teams in hockey, the Dallas Stars host the Kings. And I'm going to say this. I'm a Dallas Stars guy for the Western Conference. I've been they're my pick to go to the Cup this year. I think they get past that Edmonton / Colorado. I think they get past that, and I think they go to yeah, I think they make the stand. I think they make the Cup. They make the Cup Finals this year, and right now, your Philadelphia Flyers. If the season were to end today, they are a wild card team, ladies and gentlemen. Them and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So right now, they would probably be, yeah, they got 38 points, so they would be them in like Boston. This is crazy. Like I'm sitting here looking at the divisions. Ugh. Let me do the conference. There you go. Right now, your Flyers would be 6th. I said, I think their ceiling's 5. They could be the 5th best team, but this goes to show you, and I'm going to be real honest with you. Between first place and 12th place is 10 points. Think about that for a second. Between 1st and 12th is 10 points in the Eastern Conference. And if you really want to get technical, there's 10 points. If you go 12 points, you're literally 15th. Ryan says, pay the man if they have to in order to get him. Yeah. Stars, it's a freaking Dallas Star. Even if it's not the Cowboys across the street, and it's still a Star. Reminded me of the Cowboys. Man, Ryan. Oh, buddy. I know you hate the team with the blue and silver star, but this one's got the freaking bright green. They started in Minnesota. He said that was stupid. But yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here looking like literally 14 points puts you from 1st to 16th. So I mean, if you want to go 10 points out, you're between 1 and 12. 1 and 12. That's crazy. And if you're looking, this is why I said, looking at it right now, Jesus God, Colorado's 23-2, but they do have 7 overtime losses, but they got 53 points already. Dallas is 21-7 with 5 overtime losses. So these guys are just, and here you want to talk about. I mean, so far it's like tight in the whole National Hockey League. From 6th place to 16th place is 10 points. If you're going to go, like, nobody's catching Colorado, but Vegas Golden Knights, they're at 41. Then Minnesota, Anaheim's at 39. LA's at 37. So, I mean, you have a pretty good, everybody's pretty grouped up. And I really think that if the Flyers keep doing what they're doing, they're going to get in. I think they will. I think they'll be one of the top 8 teams in their conference to get in. And like I said, for me, if they finish higher than fifth, I'd be very shocked. But I think they're going to accomplish getting, playoff hockey back in. Well, it's Xfinity Mobile now. Xfinity Mobile Arena used to be the Wells Fargo Center or wherever you know it as. I kind of liked it better. I thought it was more Philly when it was the FU Center. You kind of, but oh man. Adam says, "What's up, Mike? You all snowed out?" Yes, yes. Um, Definitely all snowed out. I will be having a date with my pillow as soon as we are done this because unfortunately I got to get up and go do it again tomorrow. So, but again, guys, Flyers lose in a shootout, 3-2. Also, getting ready to come up at the top of the hour. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Matty B. The final word. He will have you covered, and I want to thank. I don't even know who covered for me, but it was either Matt, it was either Matt or Al, or possibly both. Again, thank you to both of them because Al rocked it this morning. I'm pretty sure of. I could not get him, believe it or not, where I was because I was in the backwoods of Delaware County, uh, probably sitting in a ditch. But yeah. Make sure you guys check out Matty. He'll be following me coming up in roughly 20 minutes. He's going to go over. I'm going to be interested to see what his thoughts are on this Eagles win today. I heard the game and I didn't see it, so by the time I got home, the game was over, and I did not really even have a chance to go back and watch it. So I'm going to be interested to see what he thought of it. I'm kind of looking at it kind of half full type of thing. You have to keep in mind it is the Raiders. They were 2-11 coming in. Just saying. Guys, this week, Tuesday, Matty will have you covered as the Phils and the Habs go at it. I will be in on Thursday for Flyers, Sabres, and then Matty will have you on Saturday. So make sure you guys check it out. First one of the year. Flyers and Rangers. Always good. Always good when the blue shirts and Flyers link up. Also Saturday, guys. Birds flyby. That's right. Eagles post game. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Matter of fact, I don't know if this is the new one. Is this the new one? No. Yeah, it is. So there you see it right there. Eagles, Commanders, also Flyers and Rangers. So, but it all gets kicked off with Steel City pregame tomorrow. Special time 3:30. Also, final word with Matty B. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pittsburgh Sports Desk at 7, followed by yours truly, props, locks, and parlays. So far, man, I still got to check half of my games to see how I did. Flyers versus Habs, Pittsburgh Sports Desk. Final word with Matty B on Wednesday. Thursday, Birds Place with Kyle Quinn. Time to be announced on that one, guys. Gridiron Weekly. Final word with Matty B. Flyers versus Sabres. And, of course, Big Al's Philly Friday Frenzy. Frenzy. Make sure you tune into that. And then next Sunday, which will be stress-free football for all you NFL lovers, because there will be 2 games on Saturday. Eagles Commanders, I believe, is the early game, which is like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then you have Bears Packers that night, so that should be a good one as well. Then you have Sunday AM Sports with me and Big Al. Steel City pregame, Steel City postgame, and then the final word with Matty P. That will be your week leading up to Christmas. Once again, guys, a final score from Carolina. Carolina 3, Flyers 2 in a shootout. So they get back at it Tuesday in Montreal. So we will see you guys then. Have a really good night, guys. And, they're getting better. They're getting better. They're hanging in. Just keep the faith. I think they make the playoffs. Matty P's coming up next with the final word. So make sure you tune in for him. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you when I see you.